Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new little movie review. Yes, I had the opportunity to watch the new Matrix movie, The Matrix Resurrections. I didn't have time to get to the cinema to watch it, so I watched it at home. And I've got mixed feelings about this film. It's had some bad reviews, and for the most part, it is a bad film, but there were certain things that I kind of enjoyed. So I'm just like to go through that and explain what I liked and what I didn't like. Okay, so Matrix Resurrections. They have a real passion for using the word R. Yes. So this is directed by Lana Wachowski, who was one of the original directors. We've got Keanu Reeves back as Neo and Mr. Anderson. Carrie-Anne Moss back as Trinity. We have Morpheus, but not really Morpheus. We've got no Lawrence Fishburne. I don't understand why he's not in it. We also have Agent Smith back, but not Hugo Weaving. Again, why didn't they get Hugo Weaving? Played by some bloke called Jonathan Groff. I am familiar with his face. I don't know what he's been in though. We've also got Jessica Henwick as Bugs, who is one of the better characters of the film. Plus Neil Patrick Harris. He plays a character called the Analyst. We also have Jada Pinkett Smith, she's back as Niobe, and Christina Ricci is in it for about 2 seconds. I don't know why Christina Ricci is in this film, it makes no sense. Okay, so the first half of this film bored me shitless, seriously. The first hour, nothing happened. Everybody was just moping about. And I hated the setup where they kept talking about prequels and they literally talked about this film being the fourth Matrix, and they had to make it because Warner Brothers told them to. There was some yappy rubbish about reboots and sequels and shit like that. And it was totally unnecessary to have that in a film like this. It takes you out of the moment. It takes you out of the drama. It's perfectly fine in a comedy film, but in a film such as the Matrix film, not needed. Yeah, so the first hour of the film plodded along, didn't really give us anything interesting. And what with these stupid references to our past Matrix movies and the game and all that kind of shit. And that first hour felt more like an episode of It'll Be Alright on the Night. Constantly showing clips of the first 3 films, reminding us of who this character is. They had to show us original footage of Hugo Weaving and Lawrence Fishburne so that we would know that these new characters are them. And I got to the point, it was late at night, I got to the point after the first hour, I was actually so tired and bored that I actually turned it off and I watched the rest of the film this morning. Now, I have to say, when we got to the scenes with Jada Pinkett Smith and, you know, all the flying robots and all the crew on the ships and that, I think it's called, or Ion, it became a lot more interesting. It kind of picked up the pace and was a lot more Matrixy than anything in that previous hour. And the action picked up as well. There's some really good action scenes. Nothing groundbreaking, you know, there's no groundbreaking bullet time. So whereas back in 1999, we were flabbergasted at some of the effects, these were the same effects that they used in the earlier films, so there was nothing new that was introduced. There were some good scenes with a motorcycle chase towards the end of the film, lots of bodies falling out of a building. The main problem with the film, though, there was so much jargon in it. there was so much trying to explain where these characters are and who these characters are and what's happened in the meantime since Neo was last in the Matrix, that it just became a convoluted bit of a mess and confused me really, and just ended up confusing the hell out of me. But I was there for the action. I didn't really give a crap about the first hour. It really did nothing. But that last hour to hour and a half picked up with the action, so I was happy with that. The acting all round was okay. Keanu Reeves kind of felt like he only had to be there for a pay packet. He's kind of feel like his heart wasn't in it like it was in the earlier films and the John Wick films. Carrie-Anne Moss, Trinity, she was good. The new Morpheus, he was okay. He was just doing a knockoff of Lawrence Fishburne. Jonathan Groff, who played Smith, didn't really do much. Jessica Henwick, she was the most interesting character as Bugs. Neil Patrick Harris, I think, probably had the most dialogue in the entire film as the analyst. And Jada Pinkett Smith, underneath all her aging makeup, was probably thinking like, what am I doing in this film? This could have been a truly great film. But everything got lost. It was convoluted, it was confusing, it was unnecessary. We really didn't need a fourth Matrix movie. It really only told us what happened to the Matrix and what happened to Neo. Okay, it does give you a little bit of nostalgia with the Matrix and these characters, but not the same way that Ghostbusters did. So yeah, I was really looking forward to watching a fourth Matrix film, but unfortunately it didn't hit the mark and kind of like fell flat on its arse. Okay, so how would I rate the Matrix Resurrections on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to give it 4.5 big Paulies out of 10, mainly for the action and the last hour and a half, and the stunts and the action. So I hope you enjoyed my little review of Matrix Resurrections. Like the video by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. Stick down in the comments. Have you seen the film? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What is your favourite Matrix movie? And I'll see you on the next video very soon.